one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Kalia, and it is my honor to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals. Seeing a killer whale up close and learning all about them and their natural behaviors. We hope that today's Orca Encounter gives you a greater appreciation for these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
And today, Makani and Orkid are going to help me point out some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly adapted for taking a quick breath of air at the surface. Even the location of their eye works to their advantage. It looks like this is a white area called an eye patch, but that's just a visual distraction. It's actually just in front of that, in the dark area, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on their back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps with stabilization and temperature control. flippers on either side of the whale's body are called pectoral flippers. They're primarily used for steering and stopping. Each one has 5 bony digits inside of it, just like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of the tail are called tail flukes. Now the tail flukes are a killer whale's engine, propelling them to speeds close to 30 miles an hour. That's as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language to communicate. For example, a pectoral flap can be used to get noticed and to establish dominance. A mother may use it to get a calf's attention. Really wants to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is a way for killer whales to get a better look at their surroundings and coordinate while hunting. Have been seen using in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Communicators, so it's no wonder they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Have been known to slide out onto beaches to grab seals and sea lions right off the shore. You can see a similar behavior right here. Antarctic killer whales have been known to swim very fast to create a wave washing over a sheet of ice, knocking an unsuspecting seal right into the water. You look around the front of the pool, you'll see one of our whales demonstrating this very similar behavior. One of the complex hunting strategies killer whales use all over the world. Portion of the killer whale's power, but there's no way to truly understand it until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have a couple of volunteers who are going to do that right now for you guys. Let's give them a nice big round of applause. Wonderful, gentlemen. Make your way on down. Have a seat on my ice floe. And hold on tight. Now we've got Orkid coming. She is not a large whale. She's only about 6,000 pounds, so you don't really have to worry about it. Here comes Orkid, and here comes her wave. Guys, let's give my volunteers a nice big round of applause. Very nice job, gentlemen. All parts of the ocean, so it's no wonder they eat a wide variety of food, including other whales. The blue whale you see on the screen is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how is it possible that even a whale Orkid size can take down a whale that size? Well, it all comes down to the fact that killer whales are the ultimate team player.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of a killer whale's daily life. It's how they teach their young to hunt and how they practice their skills as they grow. Whales are constantly interacting with each other and showing off their playful side. It's something we see here in the park all the time. Porpoising is a behavior where the whale swims close to the surface, breaking out just briefly. interacting and showing off their playful side, and are very tactile and will often rub with their own broth. Are constantly mimicking one another, and it's something we see here at the park all the time. They are constantly observing and learning new behaviors. Playful behaviors do serve a purpose. A tail whip may be used in hunting to stun their prey, but today, our whales may just be stunning the entire soak zone. Optimum health care and quality of life. Our whales are trained for a variety of health behaviors, including different body positions, like showing us their tail flukes, which is important for collecting samples. Trained to slide out onto a scale, allowing us to monitor their weight as they grow and maintenance once they're full grown. You can see Orkid doing that on the screen. The whales will even allow us to collect a breath sample from their blowhole, all because of that trust relationship they work on day after day right here at the park. Now, if you guys will put your hands together for a very special whale. Nice big round of applause for Kalia right here at the center. She is our smallest whale, but she is our dominant female, which means that she is in charge. She has a very calm personality, but she's also very goofy and constantly keeps us guessing as trainers. We work hard to establish that relationship with them every day, like you can see Taryn doing right here, giving her a nice little rub down. We challenge our whales every day to learn new things. This engages their mind and makes sure that they have the best quality blood possible.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you for joining us at Orca Encounter. We hope that you've learned a little something and you take that with you for the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of your time here at the park. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your